Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. What's going on, guys? Guys and gals, Ultra Gold, Dean, Simulate Daz, Scooby. What's going on, everybody? How are we all doing? Good evening. I think I've got my camera in a good spot, so you guys should be able to see the score tonight. How's everybody doing on this really super sunny day where we are, which is really nice? And obviously the clocks have gone forwards. So it's like still light outside, which is nice. Darren Clark. Great last name. I'm good, thanks. I'm really good. How are you? Tonight we're doing carp. We're gonna be doing carp tonight on Gigantica. We've been doing bass a lot of bass. So let's do some carp. I'm gonna need some help. But I should be alright. We've got essential cells. Actually, let me show you the tackle box that we're gonna be using first. And then so size 4s, because there's a lot of weeds around where I like to fish at Gigantica, and a couple of essential cells, and then pop-up tiger nuts. We'll see how we do. And then obviously tigers and spod mix. You have to wait till 1 p.m. Oh, the link as well. Okay. We'll have a mix of everything, actually. Actually, we'll get the links on the... Essential cells will get you, like, I think it's like a £20 plus carp, if my documents are correct. Very warm. Yeah, it is warm today. It's nice, though. I'm loving it. Looking forward to getting out. Sports are opening up now. You know what that means? Yeah, sweet. Yeah, so we've got a link on there. All right, let's do it. Let's jump in. Let's see how we do. Now, you know, some of you might be able to tell me a better spot, but I'll show you where I like to fish on this this venue. Night fishing. Never done night fishing. Day fishing, yeah. Night fishing, never done it. Right, this is my spot. This is what I like. Hopefully it should do me well today. I'll just make sure that we've got the right tackle box selected, which we have. Let's get it out nearby. Scooby's doing, for anybody that's interested, a real life IRL fishing stream tomorrow. That's right, and it's Scooby tomorrow, isn't it? I think. For anybody that wants to catch some real life fishing. That's a little close. Check it out a bit further. Actually, do you know what now? Swing it all over in the same spot, and then we can get the spod rod out. There we go. Pop that over in number 1. Spots are opening up. Time for McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's in a really long time. At 10 AM. Sweet. Alright, well, I'll pop that on my other monitor. I won't be able to chat much, but I'll give it a watch. See what you're catching. I got some kayaks last year now. Yeah, last year. So I'm looking forward to getting those back out again. Right, I know that we had a couple new people join us in the Discord, and we sort of, you know, push people to come into the stream and ask questions and stuff. So if any of you are here and you've got any questions that you want to ask, fishing related wise, then chuck them in the chat. We'll try our best to answer them. Des will be getting ready for. Is that when they open back up? Is it in June? I didn't know when they opened back up actually. Is it? I thought it was on the 12th. No. Remember, if you got no bites, spod, and spod again. Use Banoffee. What for the throwing stick, right? What do people think? Do you get more luck with the spod rod or the throwing stick? I find the spod rod does me better usually. Does me best. Might reposition number 2 a little bit further out to the right, maybe. Getting nothing out here. It's a spot for you, is it? Yeah. You don't fish this peg. What peg do you fish? Because this is usually where I go. I had a little play this afternoon, and it was alright on this peg, but I think it's something to do with the streaming software. As soon as I open it up, the game's like, nah. No fish for you. About 100% I wasn't even trying. Fisherman, UK, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Wait, number 3 is ringing. I think we've got the link on number 3. Maybe I'll switch out the Tiger Nut, maybe. Okay. Fishing in the pub. Not bad. Right, what have we got up here in first place? £686. That's a big number right there. And it's day 1. Day 1 of this week's league. Yeah. Always a bit trickier. But I like to blame the stream. Off stream, I'm incredible. Incredible. Not much checking out the lovely fishies. Oh yeah, £25. Not bad start. Was that was on the essential? No, that was on the link. Oh, hang on a minute, we've got another one going. On number 2. Draw this one in. Nice change of pace with the carp. I feel like I do better with the carp than I do with the with the bass. Blame Des. I'll blame Des. Like I said last week, every Tuesday morning after the stream, I drop him a message and I say, Des, I didn't do well last night, and it's your fault. I can't remember if I've asked it before. I like to get visibility on this sort of thing of who uses when you're fishing. Do you use basic or do you use total cast control? So do you use the one I'm using now, where you just press a button, load up the bar, chuck it out, or do you use total cast control, where it's like physics based? I'm super curious. I'd love to know. All right, £48. We are not off to a bad start. Could be better. Total cast control. Okay. Basic. Is that other than? Oh, hang on a minute. We got one on. Is that number 1? Number 2? Number 1. Other than the fact that you're casting further when you're using the total cast, is there anything else? Is there another reason, or is it you like the immersion of it, I guess, or is it you want to get to use total cast? Okay. Do you know what? Actually, yeah, I've never used Total Cast on a controller. That must be interesting. Basic. Oh, nothing wrong with basic, guys. Nothing wrong with basic. Oh, I can hear another one ringing at the moment. The first spawn, then peg. Oh right, hold summit. The basic, the quickness, and the DFL. Yeah, it was way better after you've used it. Oh, what the total cast? I mean, nail like a perfect cast with it. Fisherman, are you playing on console or PC? Are you using a mouse or are you using a gamepad? Got another lovely one here. What we got? £25. Not bad at all. Apparently that was a personal best, but mind you, I think I do most of my carp fishing on the catch, so. Series X, nice. Keep hydrated while I'm fishing. Beaming sun. Oh, come on, this is a big one. He's not too big actually. New rig helping you catch fish? Yes, yeah, so we're playing on the new rig. We're not streaming from the new rig yet. It takes a little bit of time to get the stream set up properly and tested and make sure that it runs silky smooth. No doubt that it will, because it'll be considerably better than what we're doing now. But the game is running on the new machine. But soon the stream will be too as well. But yeah, it's given me all the frames I need to be able to catch fish. Always recast your rod. Do you see? Yeah, right. I feel like that should be... yeah, I feel like, yeah, that's 100% I should start doing that. I just always panic that I'm going to lose it. Because you're right? Because the longer that it's out in the water, the more likely it is I'm going to get a catch while I'm bringing in the other one. Also, there's a little top tip for those that don't know. Let me reel this in so I can show you. If you're in, for example, over here, I can't cast right now. If the game doesn't let you cast, if you point in a direction where you can, and then just move to where it was that you want it to cast, then you can chuck it out there. So a little top tip. Sometimes it doesn't work quite well, especially if you're doing it like on a boat, for example. It might snap back and just re-reel, you know, your rod, but for the most part it works fine. Ups my haul significantly with total casts, top 10s and 25s consistently. Really, it's interesting. Always 3 rods in the water for Dean, not me, mate. It's always 2 because I've got another one on there. I'm joking. Let's get the spod rod out. Right, £105, 12 minutes in, not bad, actually. Thought would be a little less. If we can keep up this momentum. Lies? Oh, what streams you're talking about, Dean, but I am always on top form. Always. I think that's a little short, actually. About 60%, something. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Darren and everybody else are hunky-dory. Yeah, they're really good. All working hard. Where are we on? Number 2 there. Darren took a 3-day weekend just gone to do some fishing. Caught a couple carp. I'll get him to send me some of the pics and I'll put them up in the Discord. But yeah, he caught a couple of fish. Yeah, but the rest of the team are good. Des busy, working away. And yeah, it's a 4-day week this week. And it's my birthday next weekend. So I'm going to take a nice long weekend to relax. Jake, what's going on? How's the fish? Not bad, actually, tonight. You can see there, just above 105 pounds. We're doing all right. We're only like 14 minutes in, so... How are you? You all right? I've got the camera in a good spot this week. Yeah, 4th. I'm not going to brag too much about being 4th. It's the first day of this week's league, so not everybody has taken part just yet. Was that 18, was it? Do you know, I'm reeling them in so quick, Dean. I don't even have time, mate, to to look at them. Not used to the sun. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people are going to be used to it, right? Feels like this cold, windy, wet weather has been a bit more extended. Been a bit hanging around a bit longer than well, maybe it's just because everybody's at home and you notice it more. But where I used to work, there was no windows, so I used to work in a basement. So I could never see what the weather was like really until I was going home. Oh, we've got another one here. I think this might be a big one. It's pulling away. 186 in match today. Me poor hands and fingers. Wait, where is match this week, actually? I didn't check Talon. Right. Got sore hands and fingers. Scooby, mate, you should invest in like a... You're on Xbox, right? Get one of those sweet Elite controllers. Roach Lake is a killer. Ooh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Actually, should recommend that. Let's get some custom-made controllers. Anyone know Xbox biggest 5 first place score in Bass Pro Shops edition? I could tell you, just not right now. If anybody else is able to tell you before I can, i.e. the end of the stream, then fine. If not, let me know. Custom pair of gloves. That's next level gaming right there. That is commitment. Gonna get you like a full what do they call them for people that are doing like big tuna fishing, you know, where they have like the rig around their waist and you like slot the rod into this like big belt. What do you call that? There must be a name for it. We need an equivalent for this. What's going on, Big Timer? Jake, what are you talking about? A stream in full fishing gear. A full sponsored, like, waist brace. Is that literally what they're called? I could have guessed that. Unbelievable. Just downloaded Fishing Sim 1 again, playing for the first time in months. Yes, Dean. Fisherman. Ah, sweet. There you go, Trickster. He's got the scores for you there. What's going on the... God, you know what? I should have done that, Jake, at the beginning of the year when it was cooler. And it's getting hotter now, so if I'm going to do that, then it's got to be soon, because... Especially, I've got, like, this massive light here. Like, huge. It's like a lighthouse. The thing kicks out so much heat. I can tell you now, summertime streaming is not easy. Just doing a little practice session on Lake Williams. Nice. I should do more practice sessions. Can't get on Discord at the moment. Yeah, no problem, man. No worries. Yeah, all shared on me. It's not the devs. Anyway. Big time. It's still not got my Xbox, mate. It's not on, is it? Alright, what pegs does everybody fish at on this venue? Is there a better one than where I am now? I'm disappointed, mates. Me and you both. Yeah, is there a better peg than where I'm at? I feel like it's doing me pretty well so far. I've told him, mate, trust me. Trust me, I've told him. On the, yeah, like there's been a couple times when like testing stuff out where it's obviously not supposed to happen, but I think the reason that you can still fish and walk around is because the physics still exist in the out of bounds area on like on boat venues, right, where there's no pegs. There's still physics on the land because if you cast out too far, your lure will hit it, right? Like normal physics, you can drag it back in because it sits on the top. And the physics is directly linked to your character, so that's why you can still totter about on there and fish and whatnot. Yeah, naturally still haven't got that PS5 either. Yeah, mate, I don't think you're going to get it either, actually. Alcatraz, what? Hang on a minute, are you talking... Is this a good spot? All right, let's do it. It's empty over here at the moment. Or we silt over here, or we weeds. Same again. Nice. Don't have to change much. Happy about that. Yeah, Dean's not new to fishing sim, but more of a catch player. Trying his luck out with the bass. Might jump on the PlayStation DFL after this, actually. Alright, we got one. What is that? Number one? Yeah, nice. And one on number 3 as well. Whee! Oh, that's it. They're coming in. That's a big one right there on this one. Just as well, really. It's been a bit quiet. Not bad, this one. Let's keep the drag up. Number 3 is it's going for a trip over the other side of the lake. Going back to where we were a minute ago. Oh, mate, I'm not gonna. I doubt I'll break 500. We'll give it a good go though. So do we think that in this case, right here, where number 3's been ringing for a little while, I've got time to recast this rod before I pick up number 3? Let's do it. We're going to start doing that a bit more. Started playing Eurofishing a few weeks ago. Sweet. Rylan. Yeah, I've been getting your catches on the old Instagram. Some nice catches. And is this lure fishing? I'm not that bad on the. I know I was using the old lures a little while back. I got time, right? Here we go. I need to start doing that more because I don't do that enough. Right, let's bring this one in. He's gone for a little holiday over the other side. Did you send me a picture of the Megalodon? I'll be honest with you, Rylan. I get a lot of pictures of fish each week. So potentially, yes. Potentially. I do see them. But yeah. What's the difference between carp and bass rods and spinners? Well, basically, well, you're either bait fishing or you're going to be lure fishing, right? So your carp rods you're going to be doing your bait fishing with, and then your bass rods you're going to be doing your lure fishing. And then you'll notice in the game that when you select the different rods, you'll get different options to attach stuff to it, and that goes the same with like depending on what hooks you use and stuff like that. So if you're going for like predators, you can use dead baits, so you'd want to use like a carp predator rod. You can also use lures for predators as well, but then if you're focusing on like bass, you can use your bass rods and get your lures on there and stuff. Get the 40-50 tension going. Let's crank it up a bit. There we go. Really become a fan of this game recently. Dolo? Am I saying it Dolo? Uncle Dolo, right? You're the streamer. Welcome. Rolling now. 500 en route. Third place. We're here. You can... What? You can pick up another rod when you're still casting the other. Well, you mean rather than put it down and pick up, you mean just hop straight over? I know you're not talking about dual wielding rods right now. Rods akimbo. But yeah, fisherman, yeah, that's your... That would be the breakdown, I would say, of the two types of rods and spinners and stuff. But yeah, so when you look in your... the default tackle boxes will have like default setups and stuff. And I think what I was kind of saying earlier was, if you're so new to the game, then stick with those and you'll get a feel for what works and what doesn't work. And then if you start using different baits and stuff and larger baits, you'll start catching bigger fish and you'll start to learn what works. And yeah. Uncle Dolo. Dolo. I'm butchering it, I'm sorry. Dual wielding, this isn't Assassin's Creed. Call of Duty. Perk akimbo. It saves time, right, okay, yeah, sweet. So I'm just going to skip between rods rather than pop them down. Fishman, first day playing. Yeah, sweet. So yeah, just stick with the default for now, and then gain some tackle points. You know, you'll get points each time you level up. So you'll want to start catching a load of fish. Just do like a really good session, just catching lots of fish. I would say, me personally, I would say if you're just starting out, start with some carp, the carp default box, or predator. And then you've got 3 rods out in the water, so you're catching more fish. In saying that, though, they do take a little bit longer to bring in than they do with bass, but you'll level up a little bit quicker, you'll catch more fish, you'll get more points, and then you can really start building out some custom tackle boxes, and at that point you can ask the community in the Discord, what works, what doesn't work, that sort of stuff. Put some 13-foot rods on, full power underarm cast in front of you. There should be a silk bar. That's where they're common in one session. Really? Have I got a 13 foot? Have I got? I got a 12 foot on number 1. Let's cast number 1 out there. I'm on 4s at the moment because it's weeds around here. Can't get size 2 on weeds, so that was really far. Let me bring that in before I pick up the other rod. Actually, that's a good point because I've got a weed hook on that. That's another thing as well. A couple of you in the chat asking, obviously that you're new to the game. The hook, you've got different types of hooks. So when you pop the hook in the water and you've got the rod attached, you'll see a different icon. So you've got 3, and that basically tells you what type of bed you're on. You've got 3 different types of bed. You've got rocks, silt, and weeds, and you'll want the correct hook for that because it increases your catch chance. It doesn't mean that you can't catch a fish if you've got the wrong one. It's not as likely as if you've got the right one on. Did you ask the dev for 3 hand grenades a week when the Dovetail Fishing League is going bad? I can't bring it up in a serious meeting. Just stop all of the important conversation going on. Guys, everybody stop talking. I need to talk to you about this idea that we've had. Right, animate, yeah. Let me get it. As soon as you start to cast forwards, quickly swap rods. If you're quick enough, you'll pick up one rod when the other. Too quick for me. That's. So you cast. Well, as soon as you cast, you pick up the other one. Is that what you're saying? Oh. Ooh. Okay. Alright, yeah, I see. I can just spam the... Nice, okay. Really just doing everything that Des did not intend. Let me get the right hook on this one, because it's silt over there, and... Right time saver. Right, but I've got to think about doing it in my mind when I'm... Right, there we go. We've got one out there, as per Ryland's recommendation. Let's bring that one in a little bit more. Immediately, in the morning, email from Des. Termination. Poor Des. Gets a lot of stick, doesn't he? Look, with the boss fish in the DFL, it was either keep them in, right, because of, the work and everything that the team are doing at the moment. They didn't have the resources to be able to split out certain boss fish from certain leagues and stuff like that. So it was either we try and address the situation of people being able to back out and back in and catch the same fish over and over again, i.e. boss fish, or remove the trophy fish. And that was the decision they made. But yeah. but we hear you loud and clear. So that's my point. So it's either they didn't have like the team doesn't have the resources at the time to be able to split them out like that. So the decision was made to remove them. Removing the pause feature, like we've said multiple times before, is an accessibility thing for the game. The pause button will never come out. It'll always be there. So. Killed the catch rates. I mean, I can like when we get the feedback and stuff in the Discord and whatnot. Like I can bring that to the table to the dev team when I can like bring some proof and I can bring some stats and some numbers and stuff like that. But I mean, you guys saw in the Discord, I broke down all of the venues, that we're fishing now in the fishing league compared to before the update, and only 2 of them there was actually a change in catch rates. The rest of them were like within the same sort of score. I honestly, I really do think it's down to me putting in venues in different leagues that we won't necessarily have like all the time. I was trying to make a conscious effort of mixing up the Dovetail fishing league a bit more. But also, skip charming has an effect on it when you're doing lure fishing and stuff like that. So I showed Des the results that we got, and he agreed that apart from the 2 venues, it doesn't show like any change really compared to scores that we were getting, before I started basically. Someone come catch badger for me. That is the hardest boss fish to catch. Yeah, I've learnt my lesson with Gillums, alright? I'm sorry, guys. I've learnt my lesson. So yeah, we had somebody the other day on the forums. They were asking about what was the 10 most caught boss fish, and we did that post, and I thought it was really interesting. And they were talking a bit about the on the forums. They were saying does it not seem like a balancing issue that all of the boss fish, the top 7 boss fish that have been caught all from Pearl Lake, and at first glance that might seem like there's a balancing problem there, but in fact, if you actually think about it, it's a smaller venue where the boss fish are available all over the venue, and if you cast, you're much more likely on that venue to be in the perimeter of multiple boss fish as opposed to just a one, like on Loch Mickle or something like that. So. Well, Trickster, I don't think that's intentional to be able to do it like that. So, blame Clarky. What for? Like I said, if you can say, this venue, like for sure, 100% catch rates have changed. Apart from, I can't remember what the other 2 were the other day that we saw in that data, but then fine, 100%. Like if I can see the numbers and there is a change, then I can take that to the team and show them. But it's kind of hard for me to say to the development team, that they're not catching as much fish, and then when they look at the amount of fish caught compared to before updates, it's exactly the same. It's a hard argument to sell. The bites have kind of slowed down around here. Stats lie. It's all a lie. the spod rod back out. How long we got? 22 minutes. It's kind of hoping maybe a little second place action, but I don't know. £300 nearly. If things pick up a bit, perhaps, but a little quiet over here. Cast out close here. Alright, number one. Right, let me get the spot rod over there, but as it stands, I'm getting diddly over at number one. Nah, this is on PC. A tan boilie? Which one's that? I don't think I've seen that one. Which one's the tan one? Do you mean like tan as in colour, like one of the Banoffee ones? Or is that actually a... The Atlantic Heat, maybe? Oh, this one. Okay. Let's give it a go. I've not used this one before. Is that number one? You need jumper cables and a truck battery, yeah. Oh, what was that, number two? Does a throwing stick have any use? Yeah, it does. I just don't use it because I'm terrible at using it. It's kind of like the spod rod. You know, you chuck out baits, basically. I'm just not that great at using it. Some players are fine using it. I've seen people use it, like, way better than I ever could. I just prefer to use the spod rod. I'm not allowed an Xbox. Dovetail said no. Nah, I need to. We'll get one soon. Just not yet. They just sent me a new computer, so I can't push it too much. Actually, that's a little bit too far. I'll roll that one back in a bit. 318. Not bad. Oh. Is that number two again? What was that? No, number three. Alright, now they're ringing. You chuck boilies at each other. Have you given any thought to my global cross-platform results post? Which one was that? Natural? Remind me? Oh, sorry. Where you were saying about having like a scoreboard where it shows all the scores. Was it that one? Post on the Discord under suggestions. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Natural. You'll have to remind me. You wouldn't believe how many suggestions I read each day. Oh, each week. I see what you're saying. Right, okay. Oh, wait, is number one out there? Yeah, it is. Let me find this this suggestion in a minute, because I think I'm getting it confused with another one where somebody was saying about in-game leaderboards. Oh, right, okay, here we go. So each week we have the top 3 scores from each tournament across all the platforms combined. We could do that. Let me think about it. I'll talk to the creative team, because it'd be nice to get that on like a nice asset or something that I can fill in each week. Yeah. Top scores of each league. So basically the highest score of each league, regardless of platform, right? So it would just have like a bass, a carp, match. Or read them out each week on stream. We'll do both. But then again, a lot of the people that are in the stream are on the Discord anyway, so... That's a good shout, yeah. Let me... Let me think about it. I'll talk to the creative team. If it's something that we do, we might not do it straight away, just because with this sort of thing, it's always a nice idea, like I said, to get, like a nice image made or something, so that we can share this, not just on Discord, but on the social channels and stuff. And the creative team are like mega booked at the moment, so... Well, okay, yeah. Well, this is it. So we'll have to see. Let me think about it, because if we do it for one game, we have to do it for all of them, and then that's a lot of extra stuff, so... Yeah, 100% I think it's a good shout. You think the game gets neglected a lot? The Bass Pro Shops edition is obviously like the, Bass Pro Shops sponsored version of Fishing Sim World. It's not... Because it's not a core title, it doesn't come up a lot in, like, a lot of... There's not, like, a core team for it. Do you see what I mean? It was, like, a sponsored version that Bass Pro Shops, did with Dovetail. So I can see how you might think that'd be the case, but it's just because it's not a core game, it doesn't come up a lot in these kind of asset requests and stuff. Basically, when you're planning out, Siri, go away, shush. When you're trying to plan out, content and schedules and stuff to do with community, you also need to, back that up with, how big is that community and how many players are there and stuff like that. And we know that Bass Pro Shops, online community for Bass Pro Shops is not huge. So a lot of the focus usually tends to move towards the games that do have a larger community, because that's the stuff that resonates, and reaches more people and people engage more with. So that might be why you feel like maybe Bass Pro Shops doesn't get as much, front attention on the social channels, for that reason, basically. But look, let me think about it. Let me pose it to the team, and then I'll see what we can do. And if it is something that we do, then like I said, it won't be straight away, because we'd need to get that sort of stuff made so that I can, fill it in each week basically and post it. you reckon 500? Yeah, in 12 minutes? I don't know. That's some. Do a Pro Shops online tournament stream in a couple of weeks. We'll see. Like I said, we usually have our 4-week schedule sort of planned out with what we're going to be streaming. Next week's stream, it's a bank holiday weekend, so we're not going to be having a stream on a Monday, but we will have a stream on a Tuesday. And I recommend that you come by for that stream because it's going to be a big one. It's going to be important, so come by and yeah. Also remember my gaming gloves. Yeah, I'll remember. There we go. There is a surprising low following on Twitch. Is there anything that can be done to get it in front of more people? What, for Bass Pro Shops edition? I mean, at this point, from the team's point of view, probably not. I know that they are obviously they're not working on the current games anymore. So in terms of like investment to bring attention to a game that we're not working on anymore, it's not something that's likely to happen. Oh, another one on the line. I think it's number 1, is it? $175 in the last 15, yeah. I think the barrier to entry to this game and the fishing games in general is too high. Yeah, I think that comes in the feedback a bit about having like, you know, tutorials that you can play to learn and stuff like that. We see that in the feedback, and it's something that the team is definitely thinking about. But at the same time, we try, or at least I try anyway, and the rest of the community team, to make sure that we, more than like you might find with other games or whatnot, we try our best to have like keep the community active and keep a lot of people engaged and whatnot, and try and answer the questions when we can and be as honest as we can, because we know that it can be intimidating coming into this sort of, you know, these sort of games and not knowing, you know, all the tips and tricks and whatnot. So by having things like the Discord and answering basically as many messages as I can on Facebook and whatnot, then yeah, we try our best to make that not as much an issue with new players. Dovetail Sea Fishing World. Is there a new game coming out soon? We will have an update about what the team is up to next week. Dovetail open world fishing. That'd be cool, and it would take a long time to make. Right, not bad. I think we've got like 8 minutes left, and the fish are streaming in right now. Right, let's get this one back out and casted. With Stock Pond. Featuring Stock Pond. $447. Who was saying about me making 500 in 15 minutes? Or hey, who knows? Right? If the other ones can ring while I'm ringing this one, I'm in a really good spot. This is werewolf. Yeah, we might do it. This is Fishing Sim World. This. The easiest way to tell the difference between the two if you're struggling is on the left side of the reel in the bottom left-hand corner. If there's a health bar, then it's the catch, and if there's just a tension meter like there is in this one, then it's Fishing Sim World. Come on, you. Right, okay. Go. £32. Right, if we can catch another couple fish, then we're in second place and we're chilling. Why is it always set to 40? Because I think in my first stream, or my second stream, Scooby said to me, he said, get your drag set to 40 and then go from there. And I've just always done that. I've just always kept it at 40 usually. There's no secret number there, don't worry. I can tell you now, if there was a secret number at 40, then that would be a rubbish number to put it at, because I still don't do that well. Blame Scooby. You always have it at 45 to 50. Yeah, I kind of, yeah. I feel like when I have it around about 40, I usually do fine. Scooby, mate, you're the one that told me. Keep it at 40. I think it was like my second stream or something, and I was doing terrible. Try one. And like I say, terrible. Like you think I'm, you know, some weeks where I don't fish that well on stream. You think that's bad? Well, that's nothing in comparison to how it used to be. Red Buck, what's going on? Evening. Now, come on, if this can be £23, and I'm chilling. Usually have yours about 28, 32, yeah. 32 unless it's bass, then it's 23. There we go. Second place, ladies and gents. Now, I don't think in 4 minutes I'm going to be able to beat first place, but if I get time, I'll give it another attempt this week. See if I reckon I could knock that first place. GG. Thank you guys, everybody, for your tips and tricks. Still working towards becoming the ultimate player when I absorb everybody's tips. You've seen people 16, yeah, but does it not just take ages to... Werewolf, you're right. Yeah, 100% you're right. Yeah, does it not take ages to reel in at 16? And watch me catch like a £190 carp right now. Doesn't exist in the game. Come first place. You never make it. Stick to your A. I'm alright up here in second place until the end of the week when I score it and I check where I ended up, and it's always around about 8th. Not when reeling the fish in, but when you're reeling the lure in. Ah, I see, okay. The dev carp, yeah. There's just one fish called dev carp, and it's like £200, and it's just a big carp. For the little fish one, you see, yeah, that's where I've been going wrong then, because I've been sticking it at 40 for everything. Might be able to get one more in. I get one on the line right now, that'd be good. Secure that second place. So I'm only £6 away. From Big Bloom, that is, anyway. Does line weight extend lure action in the game? It is not a... the line and the lure are... That's not a mechanic. That's been sort of built or developed. Maybe in the future, but just not in this game. Dean, the leaderboards for all of the leagues on console are incredible. Like, the numbers are just nuts. Usually with video games, especially online games, you find that it's the other way around. PC is usually the one, but nope. Okay, look, second place, £507, 13 ounces. Not bad, all right? Not bad. I'm happy with that. My guy's happy. Look at him. He's having a great time. Oh, you are having me on. There's no way. There's no way this fits. Right, let's crank it. Let's just pull this one right in. Oh. You couldn't have come, like, any sooner. We're cranking it for this one. No. Oh, man. Could have just secured that second place. But Snake, already, he's not been fishing. He or she has not been fishing that long. And they're at £371. So they might come in and knock me down. Ah, that was unlucky. Let's have a look what the scores are for the carp run. Yeah. Let's have a look where we're at. What are we? Week 5 now, aren't we? Yeah, it's a 5-week league. £60 on bass. Not bad for you, Clarky. Nice one. Here he is, second place on carp. What about on the Predator series? 174 inches. Bear in mind, this is day 1, right? So this is all gonna. And then 57 on the match. Not bad for you, Clarky. God, that is such a backhanded compliment. Right. Cool. All right then, everybody. Thank you so much for coming by tonight. Like I said, so next week, no stream on Monday. Monday stream is not happening. I'm taking a 4-day weekend. I'm chilling. And I hope everybody has a good weekend. Enjoy the sun. I will be. And Tuesday's stream. Tuesday we'll have a stream. See a lot of errors in there. It's just like a connection thing between the leaderboard. It happens more often on day 1 of the league. But yeah, if you basically back out and back in, it usually loads them. Have a good birthday. Thank you, Natural. Cheers. But yeah, guys, see you all next week. Like I said, Tuesday. That is when we will be seeing you on stream. Okay, not Monday. Don't sit on Twitch or YouTube on Monday night and wonder why you're not watching top tier fishing. We'll see you all in Discord. If you've got any more questions, anything like that, chuck it in the Discord or on our forums, social pages, all that good stuff. But if not, I will see you and speak to you all next week. Take care, guys. See you later. Bye.